T-Man 978 Shill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Legacy United Core Class Energon Universe Megatron. Core Class is Hasbro's smallest price range for the Generations subline of Transformers, which is more adult collector friendly than the other lines that you see. This Megatron is based upon his appearance in the Transformers Energon toy line / cartoon. And he looks a lot like that, so they did a good job. It even has a ton of the same articulation and some better articulation. But let's let you see him. Not only do we get... Why did that happen? Not only do we get the big shoulder cannons that he had that looked sort of like Galvatron's cannon, because that's what this was supposed to look like. His next form looked a ton like G1 Galvatron, but with wings on the back. And this right here mimics his Armada self. It's supposed to be like he was so big that his old body fits on his arm. And this sword, I can't remember what that represented, but he could wear his tank on the side as a gun, or you could flip it around. Here's what it looks like on the bottom. It's just hollow. Flip it around, and he has a sword that he can stab people with. In fact, he could, in the original toy, store it in his back, and when you attach the tank, the knife would come out, or the sword would come out automatically. But here is his body. Here are the wings and his nose cone, which is hollow for the price point. No, he can't hold it as a sword this way, if you were wondering. But the cannons on the arms in the cartoon or the original toy, they fold it forward. This doesn't do that. So you can do this. They have pegs on the other side. So now he can still have that function. And that's what they look like from the side. Or, since they detach and he has these 3mm ports in his hands, you can actually hold them as guns, which is way more interesting than on the shoulder. That's actually cool. So you can have those plus this thing right here, which does bump on the wings unless you fold the wings all the way back like that. I try to keep them more this way so it doesn't look too crazy from the side, but it is what it is. Articulation, the head rotates. It's hollow in the back, as you can see. The arms only go out to there due to them being able to attach up there and this being ball jointed. I don't like that, of course. They rotate. They can rotate on the ball joint, and they bend up slightly more than 90 degrees. Nothing in the wrist, nothing in the waist, just like the original toy, unfortunately. The legs can go forward, legs can go out to the side, and better than the original toy, has a thigh rotation. And the original toy also didn't have elbow rotation, which was friggin' annoying. But it has all that, so the original toy couldn't rotate the legs. But it doesn't have ankle pivot either, but the toe can do this. And the knee bends more than 90 degrees. Unfortunately, because of the way they designed this, I would think they would keep this right here as the knee pad, and when you bend, it wouldn't have all that hollowness, but yikes. Not only do you have to look at that, and that's unsightly, this gets looser the more you bend it. So yeah, that sucks. I also hate to say this, but if you buy this for a kid, which you would be thinking about buying it for a kid since it's the cheapest price point and you are cheap, they're going to lose these little cannon things immediately. They have tiny, tiny pegs and they just fall right off so easily. But yeah, here he is again. Here he is next to Core Class Noah Diaz transformation. Take this off his arm. You take the arm, bend it back that direction, and just shut it onto these two, onto that tab right there. That's right there. Rotate the arm backwards so that they look like that. Actually, you know what? We can bring that down. Rotate his head. Bring this up to here. And you know what? They don't get in the way. We can still rotate this. And they do get in the way. But just put it back and fold the wings back like that. So it should be looking like this, where this is wider at the bottom. We can go ahead and take this tank and peg it into those two ports right here. The legs, they rotate like that. Rotate like this. Take the foot and point it down. And now we bring this up, and this little thing right there grooves into the shoulder slot on both sides. And since this is a flimsy little toy, you probably will be popping things all out. But now here he is in his flight mode right there, which looked like some type of weird space goose back in the day, and it still looks like that now. Here's why I think they've made the knee pad designs like this, so that they can have that design in the back, but I would have sacrificed that. They could have molded something behind this knee pad and left it right there, because it's super unsightly. But there's this. Here's this under here. No landing gear. Like I said, these guns pop off very easily. If you don't want the pegs sticking up at the top, you can take it off and put it at the bottom. And here's what it looks like without his little tank. And here he is beside his little tank drone, if you want to make it a drone in your fictional canon. Here it is next to something I have on hand. It's a New Age Insecticon. They were tiny. Transformers Cybertron Minicon. I forget his name, but that's the one that goes to Metroplex. Here he is next to another space thingy, New Age Cosmos right here. There you go, that. Here he is next to Core Class Noah Diaz. Yeah, I feel like this is more substantial than a ton of the other Core Class, to be honest. I need to review that. Right. Yeah, there they are. Anywho, decent. I like that you can still incorporate this tank that I can't seem to pick up. That's cool. It's cool that they were able to get that done. But the hand placement, I don't like. If you keep this like this, where it will be normal, you can see the hands at all times, to be honest. And when you bring these down, they're not even wings anymore. So you have to have it up like this. This, very much the way they painted it, looks like there's a hinge right there, but there is none. It's all one solid piece on this hinge. Or clip-on part, I should say. Anywho, reverse transformation is easy. Bring the leg out and down and put the foot down. Bring the leg out. While I'm doing that, the foot is coming out. And there, we do that. We can take this off his back. Rotate. Well, actually, let's bring the fist around this direction. Rotate the backpack. And now we can bring this down to his back. Rotate the head around. And basically it's transformed, unless you don't want these pegs in the front, which I do not want. So, yeah. This thing is cool, besides the fact that these pegs in the shoulder cannon pop out too easy. And I don't like the fact that the arm only does that, but it is a cheap figure that has a bunch more engineering than some of its counterparts. Like, it seems big. I'm shocked that they actually gave him this tank thing right here. So he has 3 accessories, which they don't often have. Which is crazy. Like, he's definitely bigger than Rumble and Frenzy, but they did come with the big pile driver accessories and 2 back laser blasters or whatever. But it all equals out parts count wise and basically size, because they're tiny compared to him. But this is something cool to have on your desk. It's not all that crazy interesting. Like I said, it does have better articulation than the original toy, being able to bring the arm that way. But the original, these arms articulated out 90 degrees at least, because it was a secondary hinge right here that went out. But like I said, it didn't have bicep rotation, and it most certainly didn't have thigh rotation. So that's cool. So you could probably get it in better looking poses than that figure. But yeah, it's just decent. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos.